Wonderful job on the film. Amazing performance. Can you talk to me about the collaboration process between yourself, Bjorn, and Jane?
Oh boy.
Because it seemed like I read that the script kept kind of evolving all the way up until the edit and picture were locked, pretty much.
Oh, absolutely. We did a lot of very rigorous thinking, talking, rewriting, shaping for the week before we started shooting. And then even in certain scenes, we did a little changing,
Right.
Yeah.
Jonathan was telling me that because the performances and movements seem so organic, everything seems so organic, and he was telling me that he barely even noticed the cameras around. So it was just, and it bleeds through because you just see raw emotion and everything that's going on. Can you talk to me about that a little bit?
Yes, I mean, I think Bjorn, who is a great director, comes out of that incredible Bergman school of filmmaking in that they just know where to put the camera.
Yeah.
To pick up what the actors are doing. Not only where to put the camera, when to use a close-up, how to light
Yes.
a close-up so you can see into somebody's eyes. That is so basic to whether an audience will stay emotionally connected. He knows how to do that. So we learned very early on to trust that he was doing that.
Amazing.
That
Now,
what we were doing was going to be recorded.
yeah, you're right, because when you see those, there's a couple close-ups that I see of you, and then when we're back to you, it's a completely different emotion almost, and it just works perfectly. Now, it takes place in a couple different eras, and we have the 50s and the 90s, but it's very relevant to today. So can you talk to me about how relevant it is for today's audience, this film?
I think it's incredibly relevant. It's about how women fulfill or do not fulfill themselves in a relationship. How much do you sacrifice? What's the balance of power within a relationship? It's pretty basic, I think, to all the talk about the Me Too movement.
Yeah.
It's just right in there. I think it's telling that a movie called The Wife, written by a woman, based on a novel by a woman, took 14 years to get made. That speaks to how it was. I think also we speak to how we hope it will be with the amount of women that were actually involved in the movie and the
Right.
production.
And I read that 14 years ago, a lot of folks may have passed in the film because it was called The Wife and not The Husband, which is kind of weird. But also,
No, it's not.
I mean, it's not weird, but but also one thing that this movie obviously touches upon is the complexities of marriage and sexism in the workplace. What do you want audiences to take away from this?
I would love audiences to have really rigorous conversations themselves after they see this film, and to evaluate how truly fulfilled they are and how much compromise are they willing to continue.
Sure.
And I think that would be healthy.
Right. Now, switching gears for a second, I have to ask for my own fandom. I loved you in Guardians of the Galaxy. Is there any talks with Marvel about bringing you back as in the Nova Corps?
Oh God, I would love it. I would love it. I was told in the second one that they weren't going to my planet, but I said, wait a second. She was the head of the whole universe, wasn't she? Anyway, I would love it. It was a dream come true to be in that film. I love that genre, and I think she was a pretty kick-ass character.